Hey YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Shenzo Plays. Today we're continuing Blueprint. I'm very excited. We had a lot of progress yesterday. We also got stopped a lot yesterday with some poor RNG, which, happens. But while I was offline, afterwards, I was reviewing my notes, and I actually realized something while I was going back and editing my old Blueprints videos. So there's another episode that by the time you see this should already be live on my YouTube account. I think it will be like episode 5 or 6, one of those two. I don't remember exactly which one. Sorry, YouTube. But there's a point where we reached the master bedroom for the first time, and I specifically said, I thought there would be more here, and as it turns out, there was a really big hint there that I overlooked at the time, but thanks to the knowledge I've got from editing, we found out. So I'm kind of excited, but basically we have identified what all 8 of the sigil colors are, because one of the 2 missing ones I didn't have, which was pink or white, which was between Vera and Morajai, Morajai, was answered in that room. The box we did to get one of the allowance tokens showed that Morajai was white. So we answered that solution, and now thanks to that, we have some information on Vera. So I'm very excited. I apologize, I know this is going to be a longer intro than normal, but just so you guys can see here, we now know that Vera the temperature is heat, it is spiritual, and it's pink. So we're only missing the weather, which that one is, we found a broken piece, so we already know, I think it can only be like 3 different, I'm sorry, we're missing transportation. I just put heat in the wrong location on my notes. But, the weather is heat, and then this will be whatever we do here. So, anyway, sorry about that, but yeah, you can tell how excited I was and how tired I was when I wrote it. But yeah, so the weather is heat, and then the transportation is what we're missing. But that can only be, I think, like 2 or 3 of them. So if we do unlock that Sanctum key, we can probably take a guess and get it right, because we have the rest of the 3. But that was the big development that we missed in between these recordings. Everything else, I think, we're still kind of set on. I still haven't been able to figure out. So we're going to dive back on into it today. YouTube, you guys know the drill. If you have been enjoying this content, please consider liking and commenting on this video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of it. And of course, that alarm bell if you want to get notified when I get more stuff. You can follow me on all my social media down below. And thanks for dealing with a intro that is twice as long. But we'll see you on the other side to begin day 37. See you then, YouTube. Hey, YouTube, welcome back. We're just getting started with day 37. Just so you guys know, this is what my plan is. I've mentioned that there's been a couple puzzles I've been stuck on, one of which has been this cipher. There's this cipher in the books, and then apparently there's another one that's pretty big. I guess it's called the castle cipher. Femzi has been kind enough to, offer some help and some assistance to it. And apparently I overlooked where to check, so Femzi recommended that I go back to a certain location, namely where the chess puzzle is located underground, and take another look at that, because I might be able to see things with a fresh perspective. So we're going to grab our allowance, and we're going to go straight down there to start our run. Yes, we'll be losing a couple steps, but I figured in the long run this will probably be worth it. So that is what we're going to do today with our 70 steps. That's how we're going to start, and we're going to see if we can finally get a lead on this castle cipher, which is one of the things I've been looking at for the past couple days. But we are going to go check that out, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it is down here. And yeah, notice here is the Orindia, or Fen, Orinda Fen, or Fen Orindia, I can't remember what it's called, but we have that sigil there. I'm just trying to keep an eye out on the others. But I believe the chess puzzle was down here, not in there. think it's over here in the precipice. Yeah, here it is. And there's a super sledge location there. So I think that's where the castle cipher is. We'll get more information, but we need this super sledge for it. And I think that's what it was trying to tell us before. Looks like there might have been something there, but I can't read it. So I think this is the location we needed. So that's good to know. I'm glad we confirmed it. We do need to get the super sledge for that, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's definitely something we'll need to go back and check. Also, that leaves a mark there that I've got to look into. So while we're doing this, I know we just started, but YouTube, I'll be right back. I just want to make a note real quick. Okay, YouTube, I am back. I just had to make a quick note from the safe house that the, let me see here. Where did I put it? I actually didn't write this down. Oops. There we go. So, just so you guys know, this is what I had to make. I originally thought it was in the sigil room. It's actually in the chess room. So, we got to do that. That's what I was doing right there, was making a note to myself that I needed to connect it. So, I do apologize for that. But anyway, let's get going. We will knock this out here as soon as we can. But let's go get our next room now that we have confirmed that is part of the issue. Also, I do apologize, YouTube, if you see me checking my phone. For those that do not know, I was laid off from my job earlier this week, and so I am trying to keep an eye, on it to make sure that I can, that I can, answer a call if I get a job offer. I've applied for too many jobs as it is already. The job market is very tough right now for a lot of people, myself included. I think recruiters are pretty overwhelmed, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's get the reading nook here. This way we can kind of work our way through. I'm going to try to do a better job of keeping track of everything. One of these days I'm going to rewrite a bunch of my notes. I might do that in my spare time after this run. But I'm just, like I said, trying to kind of keep an eye on some things that I may have missed in the past. But I suspect, because of this castle cipher I've been told about, maybe a little early, but that's okay. I do strongly suspect that we are going to have a fun time unlocking it. Alright, let's see. What should I pull this time? Let's grab the History of Arindia First Edition. I thought about grabbing Realm and Ruin again to review that, but I think we can learn some more from the History of Arindia. There might be more information that I overlooked in the past. Oh my gosh, we already have the option for the Vault and the Clock Tower? Well, I really don't want to draft any of these, but I guess out of these choices, I'll go with the Clock Tower? Because I'm pretty sure there's still something here that we've missed. We'll run up here and check again and see if there's anything here, but... like, when I look at these gears, I don't know. And there's another rook in here, too, which is kind of nice. Oh, rare item. Okay, we got the stopwatch. And then, yeah, here's southward. I see a swan, ashen like the sands of the shore. SISAS. ALSOT. Alright, we got 60 seconds to run. Run! No keys, no gems! Drawing room. Grab that immediately. Armory will be a good choice here. Trophy room with no gem requirement? I thought it was with no key. Oh, maybe it's... No footprints, perhaps, is what it was. Okay. So it was no keys, not no gems. Still, and no footprints, but still, that's the stopwatch is pretty nice. Okay, let's try and solve this. There's only one true statement, in which case that would be it. The gems are in a box with a false statement. And there are two true statements. Okay. So, if there are two true statements, then both of these would be true, because this one couldn't be true, and therefore, the gems would be here. If there's only one true statement, then the gems are in a box with a true statement, and there are two, and this is false. So therefore, no matter how you spin it, it's in the blue box. Okay, we're back here in the drawing room. And we have this self-igniting torch, which is perfect because now we can use it in the, we can use it in the tomb. So, real quick, I'm just going to review my notes on the tomb, guys. I'll be right back. Hang tight. I know, sorry, we're doing like a couple breaks immediately, but hang tight, everybody. Hey, YouTube, I'm back. I do apologize. There was a bit of an extended leave here. I had a lot happen in about an hour. Can't talk about a lot, but long story short, I got like 5 phone calls. So, hopefully we'll be back on track. Where we are, if I remember correctly, and if I remember incorrectly, sorry, YouTube, is we're going to go into the tomb and try to solve some of the puzzles there while we have the steps and everything available. We also learned that I am missing an area for the castle cipher, and we're going to try to get that soon. But the good thing is we are in a good spot. I feel pretty confident. Our mansion build is not ideal for now, but rather than stress about it, we're going to go knock it out as soon as possible. So let's head to the tomb, and we'll knock out as much as we can. Now that we have this automated torch, we'll try a couple things. So just so you guys know, the first thing I'm going to do is just try to light whatever candles I can. I'm not going to stress about matching a pattern or anything like that. I do have notes. I'll have to pull them up again. But I just want to see, hey, what can we ignite and what can't we? So, and if... There we go. Open up this area. Ooh, here we go. We got some ivory dice and an upgrade disc. That's kind of cool. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Just checking to make sure we don't miss anything else. Alright, just going up to every candle we can. Seeing what will be open and what won't be. Doesn't look like we can light these candles. Oh yeah, and we get some money. Which is kind of nice. I think we also got a cursed tomb here as well. It's always interesting, like, which ones you can light and which ones you can't. Because it definitely feels like there are more secrets, you know what I mean? In this tomb. Definitely feels that way. See what's in here. Aurel Dejarius. Okay, I'm gonna definitely have to take a look at that. Looks like this is the tomb of our late grandmother. Or great aunt, I should say, Lady Epson. This probably will have an allowance token in here. And then it looks like this is written in House Sinclair. So this looks like this is written in that language we got in the classroom. So YouTube, I'm gonna write down this note here so that way you guys don't have to stress about it. But we'll do a translation here in a second, or at least I'll try to do a translation. But that way you don't have to stare at the top of my head for 20 minutes while I'm writing this down. So hang tight, YouTube. BRB. Alright, YouTube, I am back, and I have finished writing down the entire thing. I had a little bit of trouble reading cursive, so just full transparency. I had to double-check everything. But this is what I've got, just so you guys know. I did write it all down. And I did have to get some, but I tried not to look at spoilers for, like, what it translates. I'll probably work on the translation when I'm not recording. Just because that'll be a long thing, and I'm already like an hour behind where I was due to all those phone calls I got earlier. I want to give you guys some good content today. So we're going to probably skip this translation for now, and I'll try to update it in a future video, maybe the next one, and we'll go from there. But I do recognize some of the words. There's some I don't. I recognize, like, House Sinclair is recognized in here. Hugh Sinclair Lou. I think House Sinclair is yours or mine, something like that. House Epson Lou is also, I think, like you or not being you. I can't remember which one. I'd have to go check my translation notes. But that's just kind of where we are. So with this one, we have to figure out... Okay. Interesting. And then, yeah, here's the Raja symbol. So... I think... Yeah, so this center pink one rotates, and then I think when you click on one of these, it will move up or down. So that one goes down. So that's going to be the key here is... Okay, now I can't solve it because I accidentally screwed up. Actually, no, maybe I can. Yeah, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. I thought I screwed it up, but we got it. But we get another allowance token there. We've got that letter we'll need to translate. But here is the late Lady Epson. And as you can see, all of the candles on there are lit. Let me take a look at that note real quick. I wonder if that's what that means, is that we've lit all the candles that aren't in here. I just want to see how this matches up against my old notes I took like ages ago in the tomb. I actually have to find them again because it's been so long. I don't remember where they are. This is why I gotta like go reorganize all my notes. Well, that and the fact that I'm almost through this entire notebook. I thought it was fairly early on, but there is a lot of notes here. And it looks like it was later than I thought it was. It's after we started tracking the chess pieces. So here it is. So here we have the candles are in the same place, but in my original layout here, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but you have candle, candle, lit, lit, lit. And all the candles are lit. So they're in the same place, but now all the candles are lit. I wonder if that means we've lit all the candles available in the tomb. But let's take another look around. We'll just go through the whole tomb and double check everything. We might have solved everything by now. I don't know. But I figure we can at least check them all and verify. I also thought I purchased the cursed tomb. I thought I did. I could be wrong. But yep, I think we got everything. So I'm going to go down and just open this up and then just take a look over here. We did get a bunch of money from getting a couple dead ends. And we can always come back. But I just want to check and see if there's anything we can light over here. Because I think we already lit the torches over there. We just didn't have the tomb. But it doesn't look like we can light anything else. Still, good to know. So that'll open up that door again, and we can go check there at any point. Just kind of nice. I think we do need the sledge, though. That's the map we've checked. Checked all those candles. And the abandoned mine. And yeah, we lit all these, so... Let's see if we need to light them again. I mean, we're here, might as well check, right? I don't think it'll reveal any more secrets, but... Yeah, and then this connected this area, so now we don't need the tomb to get in there, which is really nice. But alright, we are back in the precipice, and we need to get the super sledge. But still, I think that was worth it. We got another allowance token, which is good. Oh, right, we don't have that here, which means I have to go back through the tomb, so I just used up a bunch of steps for no reason. Oops. Well, that's okay. Hopefully we'll get lucky and maybe, you know, find some more steps pretty early on. Still, glad we were able to unlock a lot of this. Alright, so let's head back up through the tomb. And we'll head back. But I think we got everything. I don't think there's anything else here. I will probably end up double checking, but yeah. This is the original one we drew, but yeah, the candle's in where Lady Epson was buried. We're good. So we lit all the candles, we got that. We got that. So let's head back into the mansion. We'll have about 49, I think. Might be, no, it'll actually be 48 when we get back in. And of course we have to retrace our steps. But still, not bad. Not bad whatsoever. I think that was pretty worth it. And I do believe there's a couple other places we can still look into lighting things. I think the throne room is one if we pull that again. So, but yeah, we solved that puzzle. And I can redraw, or we can go for the commissary. I think we'll go with the commissary here. And hopefully they have the sledge. Well, no, we got, yeah, we do. We have the magnifying glass, the sleeping mask, and the running shoes. I legit don't think we'll need a ton. But let's buy the sledgehammer. We'll get the sleeping mask as well, and we'll invest in the running shoes. I know we spent, like, all of our money, but I think all of these are good. Because now we get some more steps from our bedroom here. And then, I think it was in the library. We had a chest, so I'm going to run down and get that before we, you know, go too far. But that's why we got the running shoes. And look, some more money. So now if we needed to, we could get the other item. Or we could try to save up in case we need a shop like the kitchen or something like that. I definitely feel at one point we should try to buy out everything in the showroom. But for now, this will be good. Probably could have got the Morning Star, now that I'm thinking about it. But that's okay. Okay, we don't want a dead end here, so we could either go for the observatory, or we could re-roll. I think I'm going to go for the observatory, though. As long as we can get access to the foundation, I think we're good. And this will give us another star. I definitely feel like these globes will offer something. I just don't know what to look for with them yet. But we got the tomb. And we got the sale. Oh, man, everything's 50% off today? Son of a biscuit. We could have saved a ton of money. Oh, well. That's fine. Courtyard, I think, is the right pick here. Bedroom would be nice, but Courtyard will give us 2 gems and a potential item. And look, we got the shovel. Okay, nice. We are in a good spot. We need to get the broken lever, and we need to get the battery pack. And if we can build the super sledge, that would be a huge help. Because I think that would give us the first clue to the castle cipher. We can do security or the pool. I kind of want both, but I think security is the right call here, because we have the upgrade disc. So let's knock that out before I forget. Plus, this will also tell me if I missed anything. So we'll check this as well. View estate inventory. Keycard system. Let's set security level to low for now. And we'll change the offline mode to unlocked in case we find that. And then we'll do security. We will check the log into the network and see if there is anything else in staff services. Whoops. Going to guess that means he's likely already reached room 46, and I knew he'd pull it off. I just knew it. Congratulations, Simon, from Kimberly Thomas. Thank you. Or Thompson. I can't confirm any certainty that he's reached 146 yet, but from the activity I see on the network, I'd be very surprised if he hasn't. So congratulations on order for me as well, Simon. I too knew you would pull it off. Thank you, Randolph. That's super awesome. Let's put in a special order. I feel right now we're in a point where we either need the running shoes or the magnifying glass. I think that's the only thing we didn't buy. So let me go with the, sleeping mask, because I think this is just really good. It'll give us lots of steps. And that way we'll guarantee that it's there. No additional electronic mail. No data packets. So we can log out now. And let's use this upgrade disc. What do we got? Okay, we can upgrade the billiard room. Speakeasy, which is a basic edition. Oh, that would make it easier. Break room. If you call it a day in the break room, tomorrow you will begin the day with a staff key card. Oh, that's kind of nice. Or the pool hall, which will add Great Hall Foyer and Secret Passage to today's draft pool. Man, I think I'm torn between these two. I don't feel we need the speakeasy. I think I've got all the advanced math. I think getting the pool hall will be the way to go because the foyer would guarantee more rooms. Getting the keycard's nice, but I do feel pretty confident in drafting the utility closet and security fairly easily. So I think we'll go pool hall. And that will be how the billiard room is upgraded. We now have a pool hall instead. All right. Workshop. All right, let's get the workshop here. Normally, I would love to get the greenhouse, but I feel the workshop is the way to go. We still have a chance to draw that, and hopefully, lockpicking tools. No battery though. Unfortunate. Okay, but still, lockpicking tools will help out a lot. And let me see. We can't make any combinations, I don't think. But I'm going to at least check. Nope. Okay. So we can't actually make anything. But that's still good. We're still in a good place. Let's use the lockpick tool. We can't, so we'll use this. Pantry, corridor, or nursery. Ooh, nursery could be really good. But I don't want to dead end this section. So I think I'm actually going to go with the corridor here. Nursery would have been a really good investment, but I would like to try to get the greenhouse, if possible. Aquarium, this will be good. I think this is worth it. I know it costs 1, but... Broken lever piece. Okay, now we just need the battery. And then we can potentially get the super sledge. And we got some coins. Hell yeah, we did. Lockpick. Okay, can't pick that door. So we'll go this way. The dining room. Definitely want that. Nursery, again, I hate to pass it, but I think we need the dining room to get more steps. Because we'll get the lunchbox, and we're already on rank 7. Alright, now can I light any of these candles? You know, this kind of looks like one of the, what's it called? One of the symbols? The realm symbols? So let me just see. Yeah, it kind of looks like the Arc Ares one, but it's not, because it has 3 mountains. I wonder what the significance of that is. We'll need to kind of keep that in mind. But that does look very similar to the Arc Ares symbol, and I feel like I've seen it... No, wait! That's Reddington! I have seen this before. That's Reddington on the, in the classroom. I've seen that symbol before! It is weird how you can light some candles, but you can't light others. So I guess you just gotta check them all, huh? Can't help but wonder if, like, the den will give us a secret of some kind. Lockpick key. Okay, we can get the mechanarium. It has a door for each mechanical we have in the house. Right now we have 2, so this could be good. We could do the lab, but that would block it off. I don't like the rotation there. I don't want to use my redraw, so let's use the mechanarium for what we've got. I think having 2 doors is pretty solid. Because that way we have a door that goes this way and we have a door that goes this way. Would I have liked more? Absolutely. Am I going to complain? Nah. Dark room, pool, or den? I want to go with the den. I know the pool room could be useful, and I know we could use it. Swans to the south. See, and I would have thought, like, man, we could have, like, lit these candles here, right? But that's not the case. Up high above the clocks, I can't help but wonder if there is a secret that has to do with the position of the den, maybe. And that clock tower hint we've got. And it strikes at 4. I wonder if it's a time lock. Westworthy winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward you see a crow. I can't help but wonder if it has to do with the rotation of the den. So when we're looking here, I think that this would have to be facing south. But I'm not 100% sure on that. It's weird, we haven't even been to the foundation yet, which is kind of crazy to me. So we can get the storeroom here, the solarium, or the pantry. I feel like drawing the solarium here is the way to go. I know it's not the most efficient, but getting the storeroom would also be good because it would get us another gem and another gold and some more keys. But I think I'm gonna gamble with the solarium here. I was really hoping we'd find the battery pack in here, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Hi, Aguacati, how are you? Hello, bud. You're not gonna linger too long when Tanner comes running, right? Alrighty, so now we go back. Thank God for the running shoes. Getting that turnip there wasn't terrible. Let's get this door. Conference room, hallway, or mail room. Honestly, I really want any of these. All these would be really good. But let's go with the mail room because I think there's we can get a package delivered, which will be really, really good for the next day. And let's see, I think we had another letter delivered, hopefully. No, we haven't had another letter delivered yet. But still, getting that package to start the day will be good. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. So let's head back to the dining room. We still have lots of steps, which is good. Lockpick. Key. Okay, we'll just use the key here. Gymnasium will cost us some steps. We do have exactly two steps here, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to use it. We have exactly 2 shops, which is awesome, but I don't want to double my gold yet. Utility closet, that could be good. Showroom could be good. We could get luxury items, but I think I'm going to go the boudoir to get some more rerolls and get another gem. Plus, we get the 5. Bunk bed would have been good. Would have been another dead end, and we could always go get more gold for every dead end we drafted. We drafted a couple more. We got the mailroom and the solarium, I think, since we started as far as dead ends go. Can't pick this door's lock. Okay, so... Luckily, we do still have the foundation, so that's good. I think we used the key. We've got the music room. We can do the bunk room here or the gymnasium. I think the gymnasium's the way to go, just because it'll maximize our opportunities. Yeah, we'll lose 2, but every time we go in here, but if we get the utility closet, that'll be fine. No battery pack. Trophy room, we don't have the diamonds for. Chamber of Mirrors could be good here. Just because there could be more, like, items. But we do already have one of the locations blocked off. Getting additional copies also could be nice, too, because we could get, like, another courtyard. But I'm going to redraw here. We can get the kitchen. Or the pool hall. But that would dead end this location. Which I guess is fine, because we still have the aquarium spot. And this will probably give us a reward. So let's go with the pool hall. We'll add the Great Hall, the secret passage, and the foyer. And now let's solve this. But yeah, I like how it added a second pool table. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's solve this. So we got 11. Then we have 3 plus 1, square root is 4, so 2. Nope, squared. So 4 squared is 16. Okay. 2, 4, 6, minus 20 is 16 again, because that's 6 squared is 36, minus 20 is 16. Then we have 1 squared, which is 1, times 10 times 3 is 30, divided by 15 is 2. And we got it. And look, we got a silver key. So we have a key, which can lead to a door with many rooms. Alright, so let's go back through here. And we'll open up this area. Special key, silver key it is. Getting the Great Hall here would be awesome. Chapel could be good if we want to get a ton of money. I also really like the positioning of this room. I don't want to get the archives. And I don't want the Great Hall because that's a lot of locked doors. So we'll go to the chapel here. We'll check that out. Ideally, just so you guys know, I'm looking for the throne room. That's what I'm trying to get. Can't seem to pick that one. That's fine. Can't seem to pick this lock either. That's unfortunate. But also, part of what I'm trying to do is solve the night puzzle again. Okay, so we need to go back. Lose 2 more. That's fine. Eventually, I'm sure we'll get the utility closet. Ooh, this looks delicious. Porterhouse steak. We'll just take the 20 steps here, because I don't think we're going to get the showroom. But now we don't want to go that way because that's full of dead ends. We can go to the aquarium again. We don't have any keys, so can't go that way. We are missing the battery pack. So let's just see if I missed anything. I don't think we have so far. New state inventory. There are 10 coins, and that's in the tomb. So now we head into the foundation. The only way we can make a move here. And we can dig, so maybe we'll get lucky and find a key. Pebbles. Okay, that's not lucky. Coins. Okay, not bad. Not what we need, but not bad. And it looks like that's it here. So let's go south. Because, yeah, we can't even go north. So, yeah, all we can do is go south right now. Throne room! We found it. Okay, now we need to try to get into the antechamber. I definitely feel that this is the way to go here. We get the throne room here. Because we have the torch. Let's see. Can we light anything? No, so we can't light these candles. I thought, well, here, this will open up the, this will open that. So now we just need to find, you know, if we get the Great Hall, that'll be okay. But that'll open up to room 46, so that's good. And, oh, look, a treasure map, too. Okay, so we need to make it, 2 sides over, I think. I think we can do that. I think we're in pretty good position, hopefully. All right, music room would block us off, and these are both dead ends. We don't need either of those yet, so we'll re-roll. And we have the pantry. I think we'll go with the pantry here just to be safe. This will give us some more money, which is nice. And we have 10 additional coins and a banana for some additional steps. We can get a second boudoir, which will dead end us, and we don't want that. So let's re-roll. Bedroom is in a good spot. I like it. We'll take it. Car keys. Maybe we'll find the battery pack there. And I really do wish there was like a, I could identify what the heck was under there. You know? Alright, let's re-roll. Please give me the dark room. Okay, that's not bad. It's not what I want, but that'll at least give me a lot of different options, and we can go south. And maybe the battery pack will be in here if we can draft the utility closet. Let's try the one that doesn't cost us a gem. And of course it's the bathroom. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Talk about unlucky. I should have gone for something else. That's extremely unfortunate. Okay. Let's try this one and hope it's not a dead end. It is the maid's quarters. This is not what I wanted. But we do have the treasure map, so hopefully we will get something here. Time to start digging. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Yeah, how unlucky is it that we got 2 red rooms in a row from the dark room? Treasure chest. 40 coins! Okay, sweet. There's Milla. Okay, Milla is the name of that. And this looks like all the servants here. Interesting. Okay, we'll have to take a look at that another time, perhaps. All right, we've got the kitchen or the hallway. I kind of want to save the hallway. Kitchen could be good for this, but yeah, that laboratory again, just, oof. We were on a really good trend here, I felt. Yeah, let's spend the gem on the kitchen. We won't find we'll be less likely to find items now, which stinks, but everything is half off, which is good. Ideally, I would love to get the showroom if everything's half off, because then we can potentially double our money as well. And I can't pick this door's lock, and that's going to end our run there, I think. Oh, man. Another very promising run stopped by bad RNG. That is very unfortunate. Maybe I should have taken the Great Hall. Oh, boy. Dang, man. Every single time I feel like we get on a good roll, we get stopped by RNG. Still, I think we made a lot of good progress here. We certainly have a lot of money. I wonder... We had really bad luck. We had very, very bad luck with our draws in the dark room, man. Like, tough luck on some rotation stuff, too, but... Big yikes, man. Big yikes. We even got the throne room and everything. I'm so sad. It was so promising. It was such a promising run. I don't feel there's any real way to work around this either, unfortunately. I think just... we're just not in a good position. We did pass up the showroom. You know, that was a gamble we did take. I wonder if there's any other places we can dig, because if we can find even a single key, the run would continue. I wonder if there's any places in the tomb that we can dig. So we checked the courtyard. We got both the foundation. Well, let's retrace our steps throughout the house. We'll go check the tomb. Maybe there will be a place we can dig in there that I just overlooked. Wouldn't be the first time. We don't have the key card. Also, I think we ended our day, I really want to try to end our day in the master bedroom one of these days. Alright, we gotta go into the observatory. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure I didn't miss anything here. No place to dig here. No place to dig here. Nothing in the servants' quarters. Nothing here, of course. Nothing in the drawing room. Excuse me. Two big old torches. Nor the negative effects of any one red room. I wonder if we could use this with the dark room. We've got the money. Might be too late, if I'm going to be honest, but... still, that could be good. It also could be good if we could get the Lost and Found. So I'll buy it anyway. And we'll just take a look again and see if there's any places we can dig. We'll just retrace our steps a little bit. Man, what I wouldn't give for, like, just one more key. So interesting that it has you know, it looks like 1:30 there. And we're almost at noon. Ashen like the seas of the shore, westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north, and eastward as I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. Wait a minute. This clock is stopped at 1:30. Okay, this one stopped at 1:30, same as down below. Should we just chill here until 1:30? Like, it's already, you know, noon. So, let's stay here and see what happens, if anything, when we hit 1:30. Let's keep an eye on it. Not like we have anything else to do, except go run around the tomb. So, yeah, gosh, I guess we could just chill here? I can probably, you know, YouTube, I can probably just stop the recording here, and then, so I'm not planning to do anything except review all my notes. Maybe I can start on the translation while we're waiting, but I don't want to, like, accidentally miss anything, so, let's see, where are my translation notes here? So I will or I won't is ul or lu. So Orelda Giris. Okay. So Ovet is east, I'm pretty sure. Nevlor is new word. Trey is tree, Yate is loon, is water, Dao is day, Nai is night, is future. So, what do we have for ore here? I'm just sorry, looking through notes while we're waiting. We're almost there. It's almost 12:30. So I figure we'll just chill here, and you know, if this is boring, I'll cut it out. So OR. OR doesn't seem to mean anything by itself. There's Ov, which is like towards. Or Elda Giris. Ul El Dao. So Dao, D-A-U, is day in Araja. So, I'm seeing here Dao, Nai, and Mora. I think Mora is like planet. I think one of the planets was named that. So, the wording is Ul El Eld Dao, Ul Eld Nai, Uld El Mora. So, Ul means I will or I won't. So I will blank day, I will blank night, I will blank planet. Orul, a gift, eld house, Ores, new Dow, ol, something about gifting the house, maybe? And I'm just trying to keep an eye on the time, because we're almost there. Yeah, so it'll be halfway there, so I'm just trying to keep an eye out. It's a new day. El Dare Ilu. And Lu is the suffix for I won't. Or I will. And maybe I won't make it to the new day. L is I. So I dare. Maybe you are the, like, I am not the new day is the future, maybe? Something like that? I don't know. This translation's tricky, guys. I see House Sinclair, your House Sinclair, you are House Epson. Forget Ulday Inn. Better run, Aguacate. He's coming. You better run. Hang on, I may have to pause anyway. Man, we're almost there. Yeah, I'm not, I don't know how great this, I don't know how great this will be, if I'm being honest with you guys, for my translation. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try and figure some of this out, I think. But we are almost at the time. Notably, one of the clock towers is stuck at 1:30. I can't believe I didn't notice that the first time we were in here, or even the second time. That it had stopped. My dog is freaking out because he sees a cat. And don't worry, YouTube. We might end up just cutting this whole thing out. We'll see. But, it's alright, Tanner boy. If we could get another, another key here, that would be awesome in the clock tower. Oh. Tanner, knock it off, dude. Tanner, stop barking. Alright, YouTube, I will be right back after all. I need to go tell my dog to stop. So I'm going to pause just like this. So you won't miss anything. I'll be right back. Hey, YouTube, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yep. Being a pet dad, you know how it is. Alright, but we are almost there, as you guys can see. I didn't work on any more translation. I'm actually, so just so you guys know, I'll just tell you the story while we're waiting to see if anything happens. The Tanner, I am trying to teach him and the cats to get along, and Tanner's big issue is that he gets too excited. So I'm trying to teach him how to calm down around the cats. And, I don't want to say it hasn't worked, but we still have a long way to go. Let's just put it that way. He's a good boy. Like, his problem is he gets too excited when he sees the cats, and he kind of forgets that it's like, hey, you know, they need some space. But we're working on it. Oh, Tanner boy. We're gonna get there. So, I can't really complain a ton, because he's been doing a pretty good job. Alrighty. So it looks like we missed... We missed it somehow? How? The minute hand never got down that far. Like, it looks like everything's slowing down. Did we miss the opportunity? Because... Did it just skip ahead on us? What just happened? I'm absolutely, like, flabbergasted. I thought for sure if we just waited until the minute hand was down here. Like, it does look like everything's slowing down, but... I don't know. Like, the hour hand hasn't slowed down at all. Because the hour hand should have been up there. You know what I mean? I'm really confused by what just happened. The only thing I can think of is that while I had the game paused, the time was still going, which it looks like it was, so... Whatever it was, it looks like I missed it. I can't believe that. I thought for sure it would have... Oh, man, that sucks. I'm so sorry, YouTube. We'll just probably cut all this out. Whatever it was, I think we missed it. Thanks, Tanner. I can't believe that. I can't believe we missed whatever the opportunity was in the clock tower. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm actually kind of upset about that. Okay. Might have to try it another time. Let me ask Femzy something here. Again, we'll just edit all this out. So YouTube, I'll be right back. Alright, YouTube, I'm sorry about that. I'm probably gonna edit out a pretty significant chunk of what just happened because... To make a long story short, I noticed that one of the clocks was set at a certain time, and it looks like it was set for 1:30. It had stopped, so we were trying to wait, so I paused the game because I had to take care of pet-related things, and unfortunately we missed the time window. So basically, if there's a weird cut or anything like that, I just wanted to tell you guys that because of, you know, me needing to bring peace between my dog and my cats, I missed a time window, and we may have potentially missed an opportunity there, so I do apologize for that. Hopefully you won't see, like, the 40... That wasn't quite 40 minutes, but it was like a good 15 minutes of waiting. So I'm putting this here to make a note of like what happened, and also to apologize to you guys for the awkward cut because I did not realize that time still kept going when you paused the game. And of course I stopped the recording, so you guys didn't even see if anything happened, and I didn't see anything that happened. Because yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I am pretty freaking salty right now. Not at you guys, at myself, and also at these silly animals for taking me away when that happened. So, and I did just confirm, Femzy did just confirm to me that we did in fact miss our opportunity because one of the puzzles is time-based, and we missed it. So, ouch, but... You know what they say, real world life needs to come first, and unfortunately, due to my dogs and cats fighting, we missed it. So I want to formally apologize to you all. Hopefully we will be able to get it next time. I am not seeing any place we can dig either. I'm just going to do a really quick run around again. Just see. Man, talk about capping off one of the most disappointing runs. We had such a good run, and then we just ran out of keys. Oh, I am so sad right now, everybody. I am so sad. But that's okay. That just means we have to do another run of this. So I can't be too upset about it. All right. We'll have a package starting tomorrow. That should give us some help. We did get the treasure map. No car keys. We did solve the tomb mystery. I think we've got everything there. So now, I think we just need to try to get the super sledge and a couple other things moving forward. Mainly some more sigil clues and things like that. But I think I don't feel good about ending in the tomb. Since we have the steps, we'll try to head to the boudoir and see if that affects our steps the next day. I know the servant quarters will have our steps, and we don't want to do that. I don't think the bedroom does anything, but let's head up to the boudoir, and then we will call it a day, and I will probably take a break to ask Femzy specifically, since I think I missed it, and just want to ask her if I'm on the right track. But again, I do apologize for that. And yeah, actually, you know what? Let's try to end in the throne room and see what happens. I'm curious. Let's end our day here in the throne room. All right. YouTube, I'm going to take a quick break for my own sanity. I'm going to just take a quick break. So I'll be right back, and we'll continue our next day here in a minute. See you in a sec. Hey, YouTube. I am back. Sorry about that. I needed to take a deep breath after that. For those that might just be watching here, might have skipped ahead in the video by any chance. Long story short, there is a time puzzle in the clock tower. And right as we were approaching the correct time in the clock tower, I had a real-life emergency where my dog and the cats were not getting along. So I got up and tried to teach them what to do, turn it into a teachable moment, try to do some training. And I did not realize that apparently in-game time continues even while on the pause menu. And I went back and looked at the clip before I hit recording again. And yeah, you can see the time is still moving, and I wasn't paying enough attention to that. So I am very upset, but I'm going to be honest, it's not so much with the game, it's not with the animals. I think it's more just a combination of I've had a very stressful week, as I mentioned earlier. I lost my job, and job hunting sucks. So yeah, if you guys are feeling generous, any support would greatly help, but of course, please don't feel obligated, okay? Because I promise I will be okay, but yeah, I don't think it would have been appropriate for me to have, broken down in the recorded video. But that's what happened. That's what's going on. So we're about to start day 38. I'll get over it. We'll move on. I look at it this way. It just gives me an excuse to play more blueprints. And now I know I'm on the right track. So, I can't argue. But we'll get it. We'll get it. But, yeah, that's what happened. So if there's some weird edits in the time before, that's why. Sorry, I know another longer start, but I do appreciate you guys. I hope you know that, bearing with me. Even if you don't see it, it does mean a lot to me, so thank you. We got a package, and we got the brass compass and a sleeping mask. Okay, that's perhaps not what I wanted, but maybe the brass compass will be useful. And the sleeping mask is always good because that means we'll have higher steps. On the bright side, we did, I think, solve the last tomb puzzle with the torch, so hopefully I don't need to look at that. We also confirmed the throne room doesn't use the torch, so that's good to know. We'll go out here. We need the classroom for the final exam, but I think I'm going to go with the tool shed to try and get some more items. And look at that. We got the battery pack. That's incredible. We need to find the broken lever, and now the hammer is what we're looking for, the sledge, and we might even be able to buy the sledgehammer in the commissary if we get it. So I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty happy that that's where, we're at. Again, I do apologize if I seemed very frustrated in that last part, but oof, it's one thing when, I feel, oh, I just missed that, blah, 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 whatever, yada, yada, yada. It's another thing entirely when it's like, oh, man, if you had just been paying a little bit more attention, you would have realized something was wrong, and maybe you could have waited. So that's on me. There's no excuse. I'm not going to justify it. I should have noticed when I was hitting that record, pause record, that it should have happened. At the very least, I should have kept the recording going. But I didn't do that, and that's on me. So, what are you gonna do? Anyway, we'll keep moving. We'll keep moving and a grooving, slipping and a sliding. We'll get the commissary here. And we'll see, maybe we can get the sledge. Yes! Sledgehammer's here. Hell yeah. Okay. This is the run, everybody. Now we just need to find the broken lever piece and the workshop, which I think we can do. And I got the running shoes too, just because I feel that's a very, very good investment. Let's get the reading nook here. Boiler room would be good, but I don't want to spend my days working hard on the go. Sorry, I just got a pure like flashback to when I watched a lot of wrestling. Now we got the library, and this will be facing north. I kind of want to get the chapel just to get some more stuff. But library will be facing north, so let's just get that, and then we'll run back across the manor. And we'll try to unlock these doors here. Oh, we got an aquarium already, or the boudoir. Let's go with the aquarium. I don't like to use it here, but because now we don't have any gems at all. But look at that, we got the shovel, and on top of that we get 5 additional steps. So let's dig here. And we found a rock. Now we can get the closet or the pantry. I'm going to get the pantry only for one reason. I want very, very much to try and get the 45 run here. So I think I'll get the servant spare quarters to lift this here. We could get the drawing room. Oh, actually, no, we can't. I don't have any gems. So let's get the servant spare quarters. And this will give us 3 keys. That'll give us a solid foundation as we move north. And ideally, I would like to try and get the utility closet, but I don't want to force anything. Okay, let's head back through the bedroom. We got plenty of steps. And we'll go through the library, and we'll save that. We'll read the history of Arinda here in a minute. Arindia in a minute again. I don't want to, like, spend a ton of time right now. I just want to try and maximize what we're doing. Conference room will be good. Wine cellar would be awesome. That would give us some diamonds, but it would also block this off. I'm going to go with the conference room. Sometimes I think the broken lever's in here. Sometimes. So now the conference room, anything that will be spread will go in here, which is good. Alright, let's go this way. Can't get security. I guess we'll get the storeroom. I don't want the storeroom here, but out of the 3 choices, this is the one I like the best. Give us some more money. We get a gem back, so now we'll have some better options moving forward, hopefully. And I'm going to save the dark room for last, because I don't want to risk it for the biscuit. We could get the kitchen. I don't think we need the kitchen. We have enough steps. I'm going to go the corridor. We got 9 keys. I think we're doing okay. Can't get... Oh, no, we can't get the courtyard. So that'll be good. Let's get the courtyard here. Thank God I did pick the storeroom. Metal detector, that'll help. Get us more keys. Got even more steps from that turnip. Alright, metal detector is good. Unfortunately, we have the key card, and we don't have anything to help there. We don't have the utility closet or security yet. We'll use a key. 2 dead ends or the passageway. I hate having to spend my gems, but we need it. I need as many doors open as possible this run. Let's go this way. That door's locked. Okay. What about this one? This one's not. That's weird. Oh, brutal options here. Brutal across the board. The archives, the weight room, or the lost and found. 3 red. Ah, the worst. I guess I hate all of these choices. I really do. But I'm going to pick the lost and found. You know what? No. I'm going to bite the bullet. We're going to go with the weight room. We've got the mask. The weight room will maximize our choices, and there's a super sledge option here, which is what we're trying to do. That'll require a key, which is fine. We can't... All we can do is get the bunk room here. Oh, awful. But we do have exactly 2 shops, so we'll double our coins. And there were some keys in here. And we get 10 steps back, which is nice. No gems, though. Alright, we'll use a key on this side. Boudoir would be a good one here. Because this will give us some rerolls, which we desperately need. And it'll give us a gem. And it'll give us 5 more steps, because it's a bedroom. Okay. We got 9 keys. I don't feel too bad about using these. Servants' quarters. The workshop. Let's go with the workshop here. We'll make the workshop standard. That way it doesn't appear too often. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the super sledge. Sledgehammer. Battery pack. Broken lever. The power hammer! Alright. We did it, guys. One of the main things we were working on. We did. We've got the power hammer now. Let's see. Compass and the shovel is the dowsing rod. I think I've already made that. So I kind of want to hang on to it for now. But now... let's go back to the weight room and break a wall down. Because now I believe we have access to the antechamber. Alright. The destruction of structural elements of the house-like walls is permanent and will not reset. So that's good. And then, hey, here's the other scrap we needed too. So there was a note. Let me see. Let me pull up my notes here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. A long time ago, we wrote part of it, and we found part of the map. Long time ago now. And there was part of a message that we didn't ever find the other answer to. I think I passed it. Where's the map? 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 Where is the map? Where is the map? Sorry, I have like literal notes for days. And I don't remember where we found this map. Here it is. The 8th angel points to our dreams. Okay, the 8th angel points to our dreams. That's what that is. So I had to cross out part of it. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but yeah, it was GEL points and then dreams. So the 8th angel points to our dreams. So the 8th one, I think there was an 8th angel in the basement. We might have already gotten that. I'll have to ask Femzy later. But we may have already gotten it. But I do believe there was another statue that was pointing in the basement. Maybe we'll go check that out a little later. But okay, let's keep an eye out for more Super Sledge bubble walls. Let's use a key here. Thought I had the lockpick for some reason. Pool hall. Yeah, let's do the pool hall here. Kitchen's fine, but we have 45 steps and the running shoes. Think we'll be okay. Metal detector indicates there's something in here. Coin. Yay. And then we'll probably get more keys in here if I had to guess once we solve this. So that's 1. 4 squared is 16. Minus 10 is 6. All right, 18. 6 minus 16 is 2. Squared is 4. 20 minus 16 is 4. Squared is 16. And look, we get even more keys. We're keyed out of our gourds, guys. Oh, we can get the pool here. Yeah, let's get the pool. I know we only have the 1 gem left, but let's get the pool. Utility closet would be good, but that seals this off, and we are still hilariously on track for getting all 45. So, or should I re-roll? Nah, let's get the pool. Sauna and locker room are both good. And look at this. We drained the pool. I forgot we did that. So we get even more keys and even more money. Man, you know, I'm going to be honest. I'm not unhappy about it. But I definitely wanted gems. Yeah, not to be greedy. Metal detector says there's something else in here. Where is it? Oh, key, right there. Okay. We got keys for days, ladies and gentlemen. Keys for days. Let's set the parlor here. Man, parlor this late is pretty funny. This will help solve our gem shortage problem. Coin. Wind-up key. Alright. A box with a false statement contains the gems. The statement on the blue box is true. The blue box contains the gems. Okay. So, if this is false, then this is false, and that means the black box contains the gems. But that would mean that, yeah, because this would be a statement with a true statement contains the gems. If this is true, and this is true, then this has to be false. And since this one being true says the blue box contains the gems, and this one being false says the box with a true statement contains the gems, the black box has to be it. Because that would contradict itself. So the false statement is this one. This one has the gems. And I got it. All right, cool. Let's open this up. It's locked. No problem. We have keys for days this run. And we've got the dining room, which will give us even more footsteps. Hell yes. All right. Carrot cake if we have the boiler room. We don't, but I'll eat it anyway because we're still at 70 steps here. And now potentially we can get into the antechamber from this direction, which is awesome. So let's run back. There's my swim trunks. Hello, swim trunks. We've got keys. Keys for days. All right, let's go into the boudoir here, and let's go into the antechamber, and we get the basement key again, which we, I don't think we need, but now we have a lot of options, guys. So we got a lot of options, which is really cool. Let's go down into the secret tunnel through the mountain. Secret tunnel. Let's go south. Special key, basement key. Yeah, we don't need the basement key here. We can get another boudoir, the Geist bedroom, or the solarium. I feel the solarium is the way to go here. But then again, if we're going to dead end it, might as well get the boudoir and get another gem, am I right? Plus some rerolls. Geist bedroom would have been good, but I think we're alright for now. Alright, so that leaves, at least on this particular journey, this direction, which is also locked. Again, we still have keys for days. We can get the kitchen, the pump room, or the furnace. I feel the pump room is the way to go here. I'm sure there's another way. Let's make the pump room standard. That way, because I do feel there's still a lot of uses for the pump room. And oh, I accidentally dead-ended ourselves. I did not mean to. I should have re-rolled here. Whoops! Well, the good thing is we can get access to the basement still. And we still have the dark room. So let's go try our luck there. And then if that doesn't work, we can go down and around through the foundation, perhaps, if we find the key card. Oh, let's not go that way. We got to go this way. Luckily, we have all those steps, huh? Wonder where else we can super sledge. So we still do need to go down anyway, but that's, we'll get there. And I forgot, since we have so much money, if we run low on gems, we can just buy gems. Alright. Well, let's not be stingy. We found the boiler room. Okay, let's move this to standard. Don't need this room as often anymore. I was just checking to see if we have anything down here. But we don't. So again, let's go around. There's the den or security. Both of these would be really useful. I think the security's a little more rare. So let's go with security. Utility closet would also be helpful for the dark room, but let's go security. And yeah, we'll leave that at commonplace. And man, how great would it be if we could get the like the mechanarium like to the north or whatever? And we've also got 4 rerolls still, so that's pretty good. Let's go south here though. And yeah, I think Armory would be good. Geist bedroom would be good. But I think the office is where we want to go because now we can get a ton of money into the conference room. So if we do get the showroom, we'll be good to go. And that way now I don't have to stress about this. And we get the queen. So that's, you know, we have like the chess puzzle and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. All right, let's run payroll. And then we'll spread gold in the estate. Alright, now we just need to make sure we don't dead-end ourselves here. Let's go with the den. This will give us another gem. Chapel, Geist bedroom, or the nursery. I don't feel the nursery is going to be a huge help to us now. We've already drafted a ton of the bedrooms. Let's go with the chapel to give us maximum opportunity. I know it'll take a gold coin, but that's okay because we can always smash the piggy bank. And it'll give us maximum room opportunities. Locker room, nursery, utility closet here. I would rather not get any. Utility closet would probably be my most ideal. But I'm going to redraw because I want to get access to the foundation. And the hallway is going to do that for us. So now I know for a fact we can get to the foundation. We can dig in here. And now we have another open room we can explore. We got a turnip. Not bad. And a coin. And another coin. Alright. Good stuff. And, why not? Another coin. Yeah, now we can go check that out in the basement. Sauna could be good here. The utility closet, though, is, I think, what I want. Because now we can go flip the lights on back in the dark room. We can turn off the power and maximize our area. Sauna would be awesome, but I feel the better choice here is the breaker, is the utility closet with the breaker box. We'll turn off the keycard entry system, the gymnasium off, darkroom on, and the garage on. And then there's a cabinet we still haven't gotten yet. So, okay. That feels pretty good. And we still have a lot of options here. Hello again, Aguacate. How are you? Yeah, you being a big sweetheart, huh? Yeah? You and Tanner distracted me earlier, bud. So I'm not thrilled with you. That's okay, though. There's one gem we haven't gotten and 33 coins. Interesting. I may have to go back and check that out. Keycard security system. Set the security level to high. Offline mode. Unlocked. Confirm settings. And there we go. Good boy, Avocati. Okay. Where did I not grab the gem? Did I not grab the gem in the office? No, I did. Maybe the gem is in here. Maybe this is the... Yep, here it is. Okay. And yeah, I know we have a bunch of coins in the conference room, but we'll go get that if we get the showroom. Okay. Let's head back. We do have sneakers, right? Yeah, we do. We have the running shoes. Okay. Do not let me forget to go break that wall down in the chess room. Mount Holly gift shop. Okay, that could be good. We'll get that. Let's see. Swimbird plushie to unlock dare mode are the cursed coffers. Let's get the cursed coffers. And that's in the shrine. Okay, not the tomb. Good to know. But yeah, it was only 13. I don't mind spending 13. Chamber of Mirrors. This could actually be pretty good. So let's get the Chamber of Mirrors here. That opens up over there, but we also have that button as well, with the potential for more. Servant spare quarters, coat check. We can get the salt or the attic, which has 8 items in it. I don't think we need more keys. Extra 5 steps could be good, but I'm going to use a redraw here. Bedroom. That's fine. We get a second bedroom, and that way it will also open up here to the Chamber of Mirrors, which is what I wanted. Corridor, closet, or kitchen. I'm going to try a redraw here. And we get the den. That's perfect. Parlor also would have been good, but I think the den is also just fine. Plus, it'll give us another gem, which is just always nice to have. And now we can open up something over there in the Chamber of Mirrors. So let's go walk over there, and we'll see how far we can get here. That'll open up over there. Alright, let's just, before we advance too far, let's enter the Chamber of Mirrors through here. And that way, now we no longer have to go through there again. Aguacate, you need to chill, kiddo. Hello. It's good to see you. I think that is going to do it for the Chamber of Mirrors. I don't think we have another button we can press. But that's okay, because now we have a shortcut around most. Oh, actually, no, wait, we can go over there, so we do have to go back through there one more time. That's okay. Hi, Tanner. Are you going to cause more trouble today? It is kind of in his name. It's kind of what he does. Okay, we have no way of advancing, I don't think. Just going to click all the buttons. Yeah, so unfortunately, because of the way the chamber is positioned, I think that's all we got. Yep. Okay, but that's alright, because now we don't have to go in the chapel at all again. And the chamber will serve as a bit of a shortcut, plus it gave us a ton of steps. Speaking of, I literally just wasted some, but that's okay. Alright, we can get another courtyard, or we can get the Great Hall. We have plenty of keys, so I'm not super stressed about the Great Hall. That could also open one of the antechambers, so yeah, let's go with the Great Hall. All the doors are locked, so we'll focus on this one, because we know this will at least advance us. There's the lab. I think the lab is I think the lab's a good pick here. We'll make the lab... Yeah, we'll leave the lab standard. I think that's fine. Okay. We'll use this, because this will probably give us either gems or coins or keys. More keys. Okay. Alright, and the rest is just guesswork. Let me focus on this side, because this side we can still get a door, potentially. And there it is. Okay, nice. Now I have a 50-50 shot at which one we need. unlocking any door on this side does not matter anymore. Actually, that's not true because we need the switch. So, let's try this door? Closet. Okay, unfortunate. Yeah, this one didn't have the switch, so that must mean the switch is over here. Yep. And now we have another door open in the antechamber. Not that we really needed it, but still, having multiple ways in is pretty good. And that also will allow a little bit of a shortcut if we need to go, like, through certain rooms. So that's kind of nice. Okay, but we got the switch there. Ideally, we need to find the throne. Let's go with the drawing room here, because, again, this one will pay for itself. And it will give us some free redraws. Ballroom, Lost and Found, or the corridor. I don't want the Lost and Found here, because that'll doom us. Corridor is always unlocked. That's pretty good. Ballroom would reset our gems to 2. I don't want that since we have 4 of them right now. I could redraw, but I think the corridor is gonna be just fine. And seems like there's a key on the ground here, or a coin. There's a coin. Okay, cool. Armory, storeroom, or vault. Vault would be awesome if we had the showroom, but we don't. So I'm going to use our final reroll here, because as much as I like the armory, the only thing there worth getting right now is the axe. I guess the shield would be too if we got the Lost and Found, but let's reroll. West Wing Hall or another parlor. Let's go with the West Wing Hall. And this is going to put us in a really good situation to potentially maximize our house for the first time and get another trophy. We'll use the key. The treasure trove. We did want this. So I'm going to go with the treasure trove there. And with that, I believe we have secured getting a room in every single house. Or rather, I said that the other way. We have a room in every single slot in the house. And we can always draw the library. Servants' quarters would give us more steps and a ton of keys that we don't need, but there are 12 major keys. Payroll slip. I actually forgot about the extra gold. That was just a bonus. Treasure trove. Okay. Let's use a key. Green memos and white boxes are always lies. Okay. YouTube, I'll be right back. I'm just going to note this, so hang tight, okay? Okay, and I am back. We are back here in the treasure trove. I just made a note. So we've unlocked 2 treasure troves so far, which is why we get 10 coins here. And we've had green notes in treasure trove are always true, and then green notes and white boxes are always lies. Now, I want to take a look here because there may be a hint or some sign. So one of the things I'm going to be honest that I was hoping we would find is I was hoping we would find the secret garden key because there's more secrets in there and we haven't gotten them yet. But still, not bad. All right, and let's get the final room. And it's the nursery, the pantry, or the walk-in closet. I don't know which one of these are going to be super helpful. We didn't get the throne room this time around, unfortunately. So let's go with the walk-in closet. This one has items, it says. So, 1, key card. 2, a cupcake. And keys. And we got the full house trophy. We drafted a room in each open slot in the house. So that's kind of cool. We finally got that. What does the t-shirt do in the walk-in closet, I wonder? What does it add to the walk-in closet that wasn't here before? But okay, we successfully managed to get a room in every single slot, which is pretty cool. Alright. We also have a ton of money. And the only place we could really shop is at the Mount Holly gift shop, so we can unlock dare mode, I think. I think we'll have enough money for that. So let's go to... Well, let's first go underground. So the quickest way to do that is... I mean, the foundation would be ideal, but I don't really want to go through the chapel again. Yeah, we'd have to run all the way through the house, I think. And we didn't even go into the lab to do an experiment. Oops. I was, as you can tell, I was so excited by the potential of getting the full house, I was not thinking. So let's go into the lab real quick, and we'll at least start an experiment and see what else is in here, if there even is anything. But we'll start an experiment. Immediately, let's immediately have a letter be delivered to the mailroom. Because we didn't really bypass or unlock a security door, and we didn't draft any archived floor plans, so we either remove a crate from the tunnel or get a letter. I think let's get the letter here. Whoops. And there we go. Experiment successful. It's Kimberly Thompson. That's one of the people we received a nice message from. Let's also check the staff board. Maybe there's some news there. I think we're good there. I think we've pretty much got everything we want. So let's check the staff board here. Staff announcements. Okay, nothing there. Electronic mail. And we're good there too. Okay. So let's go underground. Let's go back to the chest location. We might actually have also gotten the chest piece too, now that I think about it. I think we have everything. The study has the king. Or the office has the king. I think the walk-in closet has the queen. We might be missing the queen, honestly, but we can go check. Okay, let's go get the money as well. So, yeah, we can go down there. Go through the bedroom. And I do also want to get back to the antechamber as well. But in order to do that, we need to go underground into the foundry. So we need to flip the switch there. Though we don't have the throne room, so getting to room 46 isn't super important right now. Let's just focus one thing at a time. Let's go... take care of the sledge first, and then we can unlock dare mode after. We should have plenty of steps to do everything we need, frankly. But we can access the chess room, and we can see if we can switch our power from the knight to either the pawn or the queen. I'm not sure. Power of the pawn could be good. Oh, we're loading. Let me see here. Here we are. Let's go in and wreck that chess room like we're Wreck-It Ralph. Castle. Okay. So here's the first part of the castle cipher that we've been talking about. All right. I'm just going to take some notes. All right. Only took me a second, but I figure you didn't want to be staring at the back of my head. So, all right, let's see. We've got the king in the study there. Pawn there. Rook was in the nook. Nook is there. Okay, I'm like, I know we had it. Bishop goes here. Knight in the armory. No, not knight in security. And did we find a queen? Wasn't in the walk-in closet. So let me check again where the queens, where we know the queens are. So let me just check this. Not you guys staring at the back of my head the whole time. Okay. Queen is in the study and her ladyship, so we did not find a queen. Unfortunate. Okay. Castle Cipher. C-A-S-T-L-E. I'm probably really gonna overthink this, I'm sure. Alright. I'm trying to think if there's any other location. Where there is a broken wall. I figure we'll take a look at it here. I don't think there is, but I want to check a couple areas. Namely, alright, this is flooded, so we can't go in there. That's fine. And there's nothing else over here. In the sigil chamber. And we can't move down, so we need to go back to the foundation. But that's okay. I'm just glad we have access to this now permanently. It's very useful. Let me just check around here as well. Okay. So, unfortunately, we did not get the study or her ladyship's chambers, and that's fine. So we didn't get the queen. Stinks. And I don't even think we have any, like, really special locations that could have had the queen that I overlooked. So, unfortunate. We did break the weight room door, though, which is good. We can go back to the conference room. We can collect some money, and hopefully we'll have enough. But before we do that, since we're here, let me see. In the 8th angel, so there were 7 of them before. The 8th angel. I'm just checking to see if there's any places we can use the power sledge before we lose it, you know? I don't see any positions to use it down here, but figured it could be worthwhile. 100 bells. Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. I also got to start thinking about this castle cipher, too. I honestly don't know, like, anything about it, so... It's definitely one of those situations where it's like, man, I would love to know more about this, but I just don't. So... neither of these are angels. I thought they were, but neither are. We don't have the key card, so I can't summon that. But let's go down here, and let's see if there's a wall or a storage cache we can break in, and then we'll head back. But I think the other ones with the super sledge are the greenhouse and the secret garden, and we didn't get either of those on this run. Also, I still don't understand about this. Delete it. And then we have the castle cipher. So we solved that. I don't see any cracks in the walls or anything we could exploit here. Alright, nothing's jumping out at me. Just making a note of that for later. Okay. I'm disappointed I didn't see anything else, but that's alright. Really wish it would be a little easier to get the super sledge. Let me just try one more thing. Alright, I don't see anything in there that would lead me to believe that that can be broken. Since I'm down here, I'll at least open up the door to room 46. Maybe there will be a clue to the castle cipher in there. We also have Arc Ares, which we don't know enough about yet. Next one I get, I want to do Iraha, though. Or, not Iraha, but, Vera, which I think is this one. Because I think we could get that through process of elimination, but I need to find another Sanctum key, and there's a couple I still don't know where. I know one of them is in the throne room, probably when we grab the crown and bring it there. I'm confident the other one's in the clock tower, and that was the puzzle we just missed, which, unfortunate we didn't get the clock tower today, but hey, you know, we made a lot of progress elsewhere. And when I say today, I mean in-game. And, yeah. Now, let's get out of here. And run back up, collect as much money as we can. And I don't think... I may check where else we can use the super sledge. I may look that up. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I might look it up. We'll see. If I do, I will be sure to let you know. I won't be like one of those who's like, aha, I suddenly know where it is. No, I'm not going to pull that shit with you guys, I promise. One of, like, probably my biggest pet peeves as a content creator is, like, no, I try to be very transparent with you, like, what I know and what I don't. The only reason I even knew anything about the castle cipher was because Femzy mentioned it to me. And even now, as you guys have seen, I still don't know, like, where to look or where it is. Okay, I'm just going to read through this again real quickly. Ajera. Trade agreements and sales receipts. Black banners of Arindia. Fields and mountains of his great-grandfather Arinda Ares. Yep, so fields and mountains. Arc Ares, land of the northern storms. Ooh, northern storms. That could be a hint we could use here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take a look at the weather. If it's northern storms, I think that's a pretty good hint that Arc Ares is, its weather is stormy. So I'll make a note of that here. We don't know by travel. It's wild and untamed and expand. Mystical realm, tradition, magic, and the poetry of the old tongue. And that proved to be correct. I can confirm that it is poetic. Okay. So yeah, Arc Ares could be stormy, which gives us only really missing two things. We're missing travel, because we don't know how many. And we don't know what their second was. 3 lived in remarkable progress from prosperity. Unique culture and character and culture. Friendly relations. Construction of vast network of railways. Linking the northern mountains to the southern shores. And promise was not kept. Eating and drinking with the peasantry. Public stage of Oris. So the capital was moved from Reddington to Oris. And Fen. Okay. So the 5th era. Sixth of October. In the 5th era. Gardens of Fen were destroyed. General of the Northern Regiment. And they leveraged influence to get archeries and nuance. And the War of the 5th Era lasted 22 long years. Let me check that, because I think I had a classroom thing about it before. I just want to make sure I have the right answer. That was history. I think it was 5 or 6. Yeah, 22 years. We got it. Okay, so I do have the correct answer listed. Prince Learson also died. That's good to know. Red banners. And they fled south. 6. Fenaries, Arcaries, and Araha. Their allies. Ancient history, myth and wonder. Still Arindia. Okay. So we confirmed a couple things there, which is good. I'm glad to know that we did it. Yeah, Teskin was the first king. And the black flag is forbidden. So yeah, we have all the correct answers there. All right, good to know. So that was worth it. Glad we stopped by here again to check. Now let's collect all our monies. Hopefully we'll have enough. It's going to be close, though, I'll tell you that. And I think we're going to fall just short. I think we needed a couple more 5s to be spread out. Yes, I think we need 110. So we're not going to have that. We're going to have 89 instead. Alright, well, let's go check in room 46. Maybe that'll have something for us. Should have checked security to see how many coins were in the manor. That could have probably saved me a little bit of time, but that's alright. We'll make the most of it here. No problem. Yeah, I did accidentally block off that area with the pump room. I don't really know if there's anything else I want to do. We could drain. I might try to drain the reservoir all the way down. We'll see if I can make that work. Let's also check the workshop. I think I am missing one item that I can make. We can check the library for that, too. I should have done that, but... Metal detector and the shovel is the detector shovel. That would have been good earlier, but I don't think that's what we need now. Oh, we have the compass and the shovel, which gives me the dowsing rod, which I think we've already done. But let's build it anyway and just see if it'll do anything for us. Probably won't, but... Oh, okay, that's interesting. Good to know. Doesn't help me now because we've already drafted, but that's fine. Here's room 46. Crown. And you can remove it. Oh, man, you know, this would have actually been really nice. So there's Marigold. 8 realms in 8 months. Okay, so I actually can start this because I did take a note. So we have Ben Aries was 8. Anarinda Aries. Because, yeah, there's 1. Yeah, so there's 7 options. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah, that's because both of those are the same. Because we started and ended there. Then here's Jones. House Sinclair. House Epson. Eight letters, 8 payments of 100 gold. Instructions to follow. So I'm pretty sure the 3rd is in the clock tower, 4th is beneath the docks, the king on his throne. We need to bring the crown there, I'm pretty sure. The 7th is major if you draft quite late, and the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. So we have the pump room. Let's head there. And we'll at least try to drain the reservoir completely. Which it looks like we can. Let's fill the pool up. Oh, right. It's the other one. So I'll fill the pool up again. And then after we go down and get that other sanctum key. Alright, now we'll hit the reservoir. And we will... Okay, that's the side that should be open. So let's... drain the reservoir in there. Okay. Now let's just press the pool button. That'll fill the pool back up. And now we've completely drained the reservoir. And just remind me to fill it back up later. But we're going to go do that right now. Okay, fastest way there. Through the courtyard. Oh yeah, it's a long walk no matter what we do, but maybe it would actually be better for us to just go down through the basement. while we're here in the library. We've solved 36 parlors and only 14 billiard rooms, 12 upgrade discs, 7 red letters, and 3 sanctum keys. Tomb. So, yeah, we have 6 contraptions, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah, we're missing 2 of them. I'm actually going to make a list of the contraptions real quick, just to have it. So, YouTube, I'll be right back again. Hang tight. I'm just going to make the list of them. And alright, YouTube, I am back. And I think we're doing well. Just need to drive one more classroom to take my final exam. So there we go, everybody. If we can get one more classroom, we can take the final exam. Alright. Gotta go down through the reading nook. Let's go down through the basement. I think that'll just be the fastest route. Probably save us the most time. Really glad we had the sledge here. The 8th Angel. Wow, look at all these chests down here. Holy smokes. The treasure trove, this must be the hint to unlock the key beneath the docks. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay. So let me pull out my treasure trove notes. We've only found 2 of them. So, but we do have 10 keys, so we have a lot of opportunities here, potentially. Green notes in the white boxes are always lies. So let's start with a white box, since we know that. Okay. The sanctum key is not in a white box. Okay, that's good to know. So if it's not in a white box, that eliminates quite a few. It also eliminates most of our sources of information, unfortunately. How many boxes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, hang on. Let's start here. So, starting with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, let's open up another white box, because we can get information here. Three allowance tokens. That's pretty awesome. Okay, and then a note that says this box contained 3 allowance tokens. True, it did. Alright, and we've tried white sun and white little dash there. It's a white sun again. There's multiple boxes. Okay. I say for this round, we try the white boxes because they can give us information. We don't know about the truth of the other green notes because we haven't unlocked the treasure trove enough. So let's try another white box. That's my strategy here. Green memos are lies, meaning green memos are true. Okay, that's actually very useful. Now we don't need to just rely on white boxes. So let's try... Let's go with this one. Black Moon. Excuse me. I'm a god among men. Not a good god. No, I'm kidding. That's very sarcastic. But we found the Sanctum Key. Nice! Okay, so, awesome. Let's just open up some other boxes then. Let me also mark that we found the Sanctum Key beneath the docks. And, as I said, we're gonna probably get, Vera. I'm gonna double check that before we actually unlock it. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I feel really good about that one. After the disappointment we had earlier, missing the Sanctum Key, getting it through sheer luck, that feels pretty good. Yeah. So it's gonna be Vera we want, and Vera is not the one I thought. It's not the V actually. So I'm glad I double checked. Because that would have been embarrassing. Where is my Sanctum Key list? This is what I get for saying I'm a god among men, because now I can't find my own notes. You know, just humbled immediately. Okay, but I know that the treasure trove, just making a note there. Here it is. And now we have 4 Sanctum Keys, and I know where 3 of the other ones are. I just need to figure out where number 7 is. So mark that. Good to go. Hi, Tanner boy. How you doing? Let's just open some chests and see what we find, huh? So let's try this one. So we have all these keys we're not using. Only 1 box in the reservoir has a prize. Okay, so we know that's not true. Because we got allowance tokens. The Sanctum Key is in a blue box. It was not, so that's a red note. It was in a black box. The box contains allowance tokens, is marked by that. Alright. The green memos and box near this box are both lies. Well, that indicates that there's something else besides the green memo in one of these boxes. Okay, so yeah, both of these are lies. So, okay, yeah, green memos are the truth, unless otherwise stated. And a black box contains allowance tokens. Okay, well, we went through every key. I wonder if these boxes stay open. I'll have to ask Femsy about that, but we'll... What? Thought I just got a metal detector trigger. I thought I heard the sound effect. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. But we got the Sanctum Key. So that's pretty awesome. I have to say, that is pretty freaking cool that we got it. That's a huge deal, a huge W for me, and I am thrilled. And we know that we can come back in there and perhaps find more allowance tokens. I'll ask Femzy if the allowance tokens are the only prize down there. Because maybe we'll come back to it. Maybe I'll just leave the pump room for now, and... Because I was going to be like, oh yeah, we should definitely bring it back, but I don't know. Might be useful if we ever have, like, spare keys again. Okay, so we want to get Vera, because that'll give us a solution. And some more information. Because I still don't have enough info on Arc Ares yet. We're still missing 2 things. I don't feel confident. I could probably brute force 1. Okay, so I believe Vera is this one. Let me just double check. Vera is that one, yes. Yes, we will use this key to open Vera up. Alright. So Vera is pink. It has its symbol is spiritual. That's not it, I don't think. It looks like a pizza. That's a square. Here we go. Okay. The weather is heat, which is swirly. Arc Ares is that one. Swirly. And the number, it could be that one. So let's just check. And then what's the pink design? I didn't draw that out for some reason. I have them all drawn, I just don't have the full sigil drawn for some stupid reason. But yeah, it's either horseback, aviation, or naval. So I'm pretty sure it's not turtleback. So this is horseback, what we have right now. Right. Because we found the sigils later. I gotta go back some more to get the right background color. So pink is the little, like, zigzaggy colors here. Yeah, there it is. So that's pink. Push the button. And it did not work. So it's not horseback. That's also not it. Okay, let's try this one. Just rotate it again. Gotta get pink back. Okay. So it's not that guy either, which tells me it's probably Seaport, if I had to guess. Although, spiritual would be turtles, let's be honest. Yeah, we have spiritual. There's the other notes on rays here. There it is. So we tried... So this is the aviation. So we tried aviation, we tried horses, neither one worked. So that leaves either Turtleback or Navy and Seaports. Let's try Turtleback. And we'll get pink again. Got it. Turtleback it is. Alright. I'm just going to make a note that travel is Turtleback. And then, yeah, this is with the little spiritual guys. That'll be good enough. But we got it, guys. Hell yeah. Turtles! Despite my prejudice against Mother Nature, I owe that I have deeply loved my time here at Vera. The memories of the youthful trip I took here with my brother have been relentless, and as I've gotten older, I find less and less occasion to recollect on such trivial pleasures. One thing I do remember vividly, which has not lost a single speck of charm, are the famous turtles. Each visitor of Vera upon arriving is lent one of these hard-shelled friends for the duration of their stay to serve as both steed, guide, and companion. I'm still under the spell of island life, even if the weather here is much more severe than it was on Mora Chai. Alright, and then, so, Vera was after Mora Jai on the travel list. Alright. Again, I'm trying so you guys aren't staring at the back of my head the entire time. I'm just trying to find where the order is. So, just make a little note here, just kind of... And they also said that Mora Jai is an island. That could be useful information as far as travel. So... Under the spell of idle life, even if weather here is much more severe than it was on Mora Chai. Yeah. So, Mora Jai, island life. So I'll just kind of put a note in the Mora Jai section. That'll be down here. Sorry, guys, again, trying not to do too much, but, okay. So, we know that that is there. Got my invention list separate there. Let's solve this guy with the pink. The variation! Ha! I see. There, all adjacent diagonal tiles rotate around. Okay, so we did know that. And yeah, Mora Jai is pink. I think we have to get it to where a green tile is, or a gray tile is adjacent to two pink. I think. Or maybe it's the orange tile needs to be surrounded by two pink. I think that's what it is. Okay. we gonna do this? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's what it was. Orange adjusts to whatever is surrounding it. And now we just have to get the rotation correct. Be a little tricky, I think. So yeah, now we got to get one of these guys. Okay. Got it. I admit, that took a second. Alright, well man, that felt pretty awesome. I'm gonna be honest, we did pretty good work here, I must say. Yeah, I'm disappointed about the clock tower puzzle, but at the same time, I really can't even be the slightest bit upset here. I think we really and truly did a great run. We got a trophy, and we found another Sanctum key. We now have 4 of them unlocked, 4 to go. We know where 2 of them are and how to get them. We're just missing the 3rd one. It says it's a late draft. I don't know how that is, but we'll have to figure it out. And we also found the cipher. So we're having a really successful day. God, I can't complain even the slightest bit about this. Got the super sledge, which was cool, but we missed, a couple secrets in there. Like, we don't have the greenhouse, we don't have the secret garden. And we didn't even get the check-in closet either. But we did do pretty much everything else, which is pretty cool, including getting an additional letter. So, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I really can't complain about this run at all today. Like, it started off on a woof, where I was just like, man, I gotta take a break, and I don't do that a lot. You can ask a lot of any of my viewers. I do not do that a lot. Let's redrain the pool, since we know we can do that pretty easily. Pump room, probably the fastest way to it would be back up through the basement, so we'll do that. We found a lot more hints. I got a lot of stuff to report on in the group chat I'm with. But yeah, man, just talk about a really good run. Admittedly, some of it was accidental. I'll take, full luck. We got the 3 allowance tokens, which is super cool. Again, I want to save my money, so the Mount Holly gift shop, I don't think there's anything else there we can get. Unfortunately, there isn't really an easy way to get there to the pump room. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Why not? And we can see if there's even enough money left before we go up there. So if there's no more money in the estate, then yeah. Alright, so let's go up there, and then we'll see if we can make it to the pump room. It'll be close, but if we don't, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we cannot get the Swimbird plush yet. We do not quite have enough money. Dang. Hello, Tanner boy. How are you doing, kiddo? You doing okay, bud? Tanner's here, everyone. He's here to say hello. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Alright, let's see if we can make it. I already went the wrong way. That's not encouraging. But luckily, we did have the bedroom right there, so that's kind of nice. Library. Pump room, pump room, pump room. Through the courtyard. Oh yeah, we got it. We're there. I know. Oh man, but there's so many more chests down there. You're right, and if we have extra keys, that's cool, but I just feel in order to get the pump room, we need the pool anyway. And I have a feeling we might need more access. If I'm going to be completely honest, I have a feeling we might need more access for the safe house. And since we have a very easy way of fixing this now, I feel draining the pool is the way to go. Because now we'll have those chests there, and that'll help us out a lot. Whereas if we get the pump room, we need the pool anyway. And then we can go, you know, fix it again. But yeah, this will be a really easy fix moving forward. Of course, we'll also have the advantage of being able to drain the reservoir by 1 level if we need to. But I don't think we'll need to. And now the pool will be completely drained. And, hey, you know, we can also experiment with ending our, let's actually end in the bunk room, since it has a doubling theme. How cool would that be if it accidentally doubled our... if it doubles our steps? I don't know. But let's end in the bunk room, and we'll experiment there and find out what happens next time. But, yeah, this was a great run, guys. Thank you so very, very much. We'll call it a day on day 38. And, we'll wrap this video here, man. But thank you, guys. I'll probably do this again soon. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. Maybe I'll make some time. But in the meantime, YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I love you so very, very much. And look at what we did today, guys. Look at what we did. Look at this. We had 6 drafting rooms and 9 bedrooms, 45 total rooms. We reached rank 10, 172 steps taken, and we found 21 items. Pretty awesome. We had a pretty good run there. This was a good run after some really bad RNG the last couple times we did it. But love you guys, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!